Have you ever felt rich in peace but poor in money? What if living frugally could secretly make your life feel luxurious? Imagine waking up excited, not stressed about every single expense. Most people chase wealth, yet overlook the art of contentment. Today, we explore how simplicity can feel surprisingly powerful. Frugal living is not punishment. It is intentional freedom. You are not giving up dreams, only redesigning them wisely. Think about your happiest memories. Were they really expensive moments? Many joyful experiences cost little yet deliver unforgettable emotional returns. Still, society whispers that value equals price tags and status. This belief quietly drains wallets while also exhausting human spirits. What if you could escape that exhausted cycle starting today? Living frugally begins with changing perspective before changing spending habits. When mindset shifts, even small savings feel like empowering victories. Picture yourself proudly choosing value instead of impulsive consumption. That quiet pride becomes more satisfying than flashy purchases ever felt. Surprisingly, frugality can increase confidence rather than diminish self-worth. Confidence grows when you control money instead of fearing it. Many wealthy people secretly practice frugal habits behind closed doors. They understand true luxury lies in freedom, not endless spending. You deserve that same freedom regardless of your current income. Frugal living invites creativity into everyday decisions you once ignored. Cooking at home becomes an adventure instead of a chore. Finding deals feels like winning small thrilling games daily. Repairing items builds skills that shopping never teaches properly. Slowly, life transforms from passive consumption into active participation. This shift alone can dramatically increase satisfaction with ordinary routines. Suddenly, free time replaces overtime once needed for extra expenses. With time restored, relationships deepen and personal passions reappear. Money saved becomes opportunities gained, not pleasures permanently denied. Yet fear remains, whispering that frugality means looking unsuccessful. Let us challenge that fear together, starting right now. True success shows in calm decisions, not dramatic spending displays. People notice authenticity more than they notice brand labels. When you live intentionally, your presence naturally commands respect. Respect earned this way feels deeper and lasts much longer. Imagine walking confidently knowing your finances are quietly improving. That inner security creates a glow no luxury item replicates. Frugality then becomes a lifestyle choice, not forced sacrifice. You begin choosing needs wisely while still enjoying meaningful wants. Balance appears where chaos once ruled your financial decisions. This balance unlocks peace that money alone rarely provides. So you start measuring wealth in freedom, time, and emotional stability. Such wealth feels real because it supports everyday happiness. The journey begins with one conscious decision and after another. No dramatic overhaul is required to start living differently. Small, consistent choices quietly reshape your financial destiny. Over time, these choices build unstoppable momentum toward independence. Imagine reaching goals sooner simply by spending more thoughtfully. That possibility is closer than you have been told. You are capable of designing a life rich in meaning. Frugal living is merely the powerful tool enabling that design. Stay with me because deeper insights will soon change everything. We are just beginning this journey toward confident, intentional living. Next, we uncover practical stories proving frugality can feel abundant. Let me tell you about Sarah, who thought frugality meant misery. She once spent recklessly, believing happiness was measured in purchases. Her paycheck vanished quickly, leaving stress lingering every single month. Then she tried small changes, not drastic lifestyle overhauls immediately. She started cooking meals at home instead of ordering delivery. Each meal saved became a tiny victory, boosting her confidence. Next, she discovered thrift stores, finding quality items for pennies. Surprisingly, secondhand treasures felt unique, far better than mass market brands. She realized experiences mattered more than flashy possessions that anyone could buy. And Sarah swapped to expensive bars for coffee dates and cozy parks. Laughter and conversation became priceless, far richer than alcohol or noise. She tracked her spending, not obsessively, but as a creative challenge. Watching small savings accumulate gave her a sense of mastery. Soon, she replaced stress with control over her financial choices. Friends noticed she seemed calmer, happier, and more self-assured. Naturally, she even discovered hobbies she could enjoy almost for free. Weekend hikes, reading, and home projects became joyful routines. Every activity reinforced that frugal living could feel liberating, not punishing. Then came the twist. She realized her definition of wealth had changed. Wealth was no longer shiny things, but freedom, creativity, and time. Even modest savings now felt like luxury she had never known. Frugality no longer meant limitation. It meant abundance in unexpected ways. Sarah started sharing tip, helping friends feel empowered, not deprived. Teaching became rewarding, and gratitude multiplied her perceived richness. She learned that living intentionally sparked joy far beyond money. Every dollar saved now represented choice, not restriction or fear. Slowly, she redefined a luxury as anything enhancing life's quality. She could travel inexpensively, savor meals, and enjoy cultural events freely. Planning trips around deals made each adventure feel clever and exciting. Frugal living encouraged her to be resourceful, creative, and resilient. Constantly, unexpectedly, she felt proud rather than embarrassed about her lifestyle. Even her social circle began respecting her mindful spending habits. She realized people admire discipline more than an ostentatious displays anyway. Savings allowed her to invest in passions instead of pointless indulgence. Each intentional choice compounded into real freedom over her time. She finally understood frugality wasn't about less, it was about better. Her emotional stress decreased as her financial stress slowly vanished. Sarah could now plan future goals without feeling trapped by debt. The power of small, consistent actions became crystal clear to her. Each frugal decision reinforced her sense of self-reliance and confidence. Sarah began mentoring others, showing frugality doesn't equate to poverty. People saw abundance in her life, not deprivation or sacrifice. She demonstrated happiness can grow even while spending far less. Her story proves mindset, not income, determines how rich life feels. Now, imagine yourself applying these same principles step by step. You could turn routine choices into freedom instead of financial stress. Even small lifestyle tweaks create a ripple effect of opportunity. The more intentional you become, the richer life seems naturally. Like Sarah, you'll find frugality strengthens confidence and creativity deeply. The beauty lies in discovering what truly adds value for you. Experiences, meaningful connections, and time suddenly outweigh unnecessary spending. Living frugally transforms ordinary moments into richer, more intentional memories. The story isn't over. There's a deeper insight that changes everything. In the next part, we reveal the hidden power frugality unlocks. Get ready to discover a twist that completely redefines wealth perception. Here's the twist. Frugality isn't really about saving money at all. It's about reclaiming control over your life and time completely. Most people spend mindlessly thinking more stuff equals more happiness. Yet, that assumption silently steals freedom while leaving stress behind. When you choose frugality, you decide what truly matters first. Sarah realized that by spending less, she gained priceless flexibility. She could wake up early, explore hobbies, or just breathe freely. The fewer financial obligations, the more energy she had for life. Suddenly, not buying felt like a gateway to new adventures. Money saved became tickets to experiences, not just numbers and accounts. Her perspective shifted. Luxury was time, calm, and personal growth. Each purchase was evaluated. Does this truly add value today? Ordinary choices now held extraordinary power over her future happiness. The twist deepens. Frugal living trains your mind for smarter decisions. Every small, intentional choice strengthens self-control and discipline naturally. Sarah noticed she was more decisive in all aspects of life. She learned to prioritize joy, not status or societal approval anymore. Unexpectedly, frugality cultivated creativity she had never tapped before. Repurposing old items became satisfying, and home projects sparked innovation. She realized independence from consumer pressure gave her emotional freedom. The mind grows richer when it solves problems without spending endlessly. Frugal habits rewired her brain to appreciate abundance in small things. Even a simple morning coffee at home became a mindful luxury. Her life no longer revolved around chasing fleeting trends or ads. Sarah started noticing joy in overlooked, inexpensive experiences everywhere. She found beauty in simple walks, sunsets, and heartfelt conversations. Every saved dollar reminded her she chose freedom over confinement. That insight changes everything. Frugality builds empowerment, not deprivation. The real twist, Society equates consumption with happiness, but it's false. True satisfaction comes from intentional living, not accumulating possessions blindly. When you control spending, you control your stress, time, and energy. Each decision becomes a building block toward a life you actually want. Sarah's friends were shocked thereafter how fulfilled she seemed despite spending less. They began asking questions, curious about her mindset and lifestyle. She shared that the secret wasn't extreme saving but conscious choice. That realization spreads quickly. Frugality teaches empowerment more than restriction. You'll find confidence grows when you no longer serve money's demands. A frugal life allows focus on growth, creativity, and meaningful connections. The twist deepens further. Less can actually feel like more abundance. Every saved dollar fuels freedom, options, and emotional security naturally. Frugality trains your mind to recognize value beyond mere price tags. You start appreciating quality over quantity in everything you do. The hidden insight, spending less creates mental space for big dreams. Clarity replaces clutter, making priorities and goals crystal clear instantly. Frugality becomes a lifestyle hack for productivity, freedom, and happiness. Life starts feeling richer, lighter, and more intentionally designed daily. Even small sacrifices feel empowering when they build long-term abundance. Sarah realized she wasn't limiting herself. She was creating opportunity. Each frugal choice was a seed growing into life satisfaction fully. This deeper insight transforms frugality from a tactic into a philosophy. It's a mindset where financial choices support freedom, not fear. Understanding this changes how you approach money, time, and priorities. You gain control, confidence, and the ability to live intentionally. In the next part, we'll turn these insights into actionable steps. You'll learn exactly how to live frugally while feeling fully abundant. Now that you understand the mindset, it's time to take action. Start by tracking every expense, even the smallest coffee or snack. Awareness is the first step toward making intentional spending decisions. Identify unnecessary costs and replace them with meaningful, low-cost alternatives. Cooking at home is a powerful, simple way to save significantly. Plan meals to reduce waste and maximize both nutrition and flavor. Shopping secondhand can provide unique, high-quality items for far less. Consider borrowing, swapping, or sharing resources before buying brand new. Focus on experiences over objects. Memories last far longer than things. Choose hobbies that enrich life without draining your wallet consistently. Small daily savings compound into big opportunities over weeks and months. Budgeting isn't restriction. It's a tool that unlocks freedom and control. Automate savings to remove the temptation of impulsive spending entirely. Celebrate victories, however small, to maintain motivation and positive momentum. Surround yourself with people who value an intentional living and creativity. Avoid toxic comparisons. Social media often exaggerates lifestyles unrealistically. Frugality feels joyful when practiced with gratitude, not guilt or shame. Prioritize spending on what truly adds value to your life personally. Declutter your life to make space for meaningful possessions and experiences. Repairing items instead of discarding them saves money and builds skills. Every decision should reflect your long-term goals, not fleeting impulses. Frugal living frees mental space for ideas, projects, and personal growth. Learn to distinguish between needs, wants, and meaningless societal pressures. Focus on sustainability. It benefits both your wallet and the planet. Choose quality over quantity to enjoy products longer and with pride. Track progress, adjust strategies, and remain flexible as circumstances change. Avoid guilt trips for spending wisely. It's an empowering mindset. Embrace minimalism where possible, simplifying life without sacrificing joy. Her frugality enables investments in passions, education, and personal development. It also builds financial security that reduces long-term stress dramatically. Set clear goals, travel, learning, or simply saving for freedom ahead. Each small choice aligns with those goals, creating momentum naturally. Use creativity to turn ordinary routines into exciting, resourceful activities. Enjoy frugal hacks like DIY projects or home entertainment solutions. Mindful spending teaches patience, self-discipline, and intentional decision-making. Notice how freedom grows as financial obligations shrink strategically over time. Time becomes your greatest asset, replacing anxiety with meaningful pursuits. Frugality also strengthens relationships by focusing on shared experiences, not expenses. Practicing gratitude amplifies satisfaction for the life you are intentionally creating. Avoid comparing yourself to others. Your frugal journey is unique entirely, reminding yourself frequently that less truly can feel like more happiness. Track improvements emotionally, financially, and mentally as you adopt frugality. Celebrate milestones with experiences that reflect your values and joy. Gradually, frugal living becomes effortless, natural, and deeply rewarding. Daily, you'll find abundance in ways money alone could never provide before. Share insights with friends or family. They may start their own journey. Teaching reinforces knowledge and it strengthens commitment to intentional choices. Visualize the life you want and align each choice with that vision. This approach builds a life rich in freedom, happiness, and purpose. Remember, frugality is a tool, mindset, and path to independence fully. The small sacrifices today become immense freedom and opportunity tomorrow. Your happiness no longer depends on trends, possessions, or outside approval. Each intentional choice strengthens confidence and control and emotional satisfaction naturally. Start now. Don't wait for perfect conditions. They rarely arrive anyway. Next, we'll conclude with a powerful call to action to live fully empowered. Now it's time to fully embrace frugality as your empowering lifestyle choice. Remember, every intentional decision strengthens freedom, control, and personal satisfaction naturally. Your life can feel abundant without chasing unnecessary possessions constantly. Start each day asking, what truly adds value to my life? Spend on experiences, learning, and then meaningful connections rather than fleeting on trends. Celebrate simplicity and the creative opportunities it brings to daily living. Visualize your goals clearly, letting them guide each financial decision thoughtfully. Avoid guilt for enjoying life while practicing mindful, intentional spending habits. Teach others what you learn. Sharing knowledge multiplies personal and collective growth. Over time, small frugal choices compound into enormous freedom and opportunity. You'll gain confidence knowing your money serves you, not the other way. Track progress, reflect often, and adjust your methods as circumstances evolve. Mindful spending brings clarity, helping you focus on what truly matters. Frugality is not sacrifice, it's creating a space for richer, meaningful experiences. Every dollar saved will represents that a step toward independence, freedom, and purpose. Use creativity to transform ordinary routines into joyful, resourceful adventures daily. The more intentional you are, the more abundant life feels automatically. Relationships, health, and personal growth flourish when financial stress decreases naturally. Avoid comparing yourself to others. Your frugal journey is unique entirely. Appreciate the beauty of simplicity and the freedom it quietly provides consistently. Small, consistent decisions build momentum, shaping a life full of control. Frugal living encourages resourcefulness, resilience, and smarter long-term decision-making habits. Experiences become richer because you choose quality over quantity consciously. Gratitude amplifies satisfaction for the life you intentionally design and create. Imagine the peace gained from living without financial anxiety every single day. Let this feeling guide your choices, reminding you of the benefits repeatedly. Embrace frugality fully. It empowers confidence, creativity, and purposeful living abundantly. Begin each week reviewing goals and aligning spending to what truly matters. Celebrate milestones and victories, reinforcing motivation to maintain your mindful lifestyle. Repair, repurpose, or create instead of buying unnecessarily to enhance satisfaction. Your wealth is measured in freedom and time and in meaningful moments, not possessions. Each choice becomes a building block toward a richer, more intentional life. Let intentional living replace stress and anxiety with confidence and empowerment gradually. Even small sacrifices today produce profound freedom and joy tomorrow consistently. Share your journey, inspiring others to adopt mindful, intentional lifestyles confidently. Surround yourself with like-minded people who value creativity and conscious choices. Declutter both possessions and mental space to welcome clarity and a focus naturally. Avoid distractions from consumer culture that diminish happiness and financial security. Keep track of savings growth. It reinforces the power of intentional decisions clearly. Frugality is a mindset that transforms ordinary life into extraordinary opportunity steadily. Value experiences, relationships, and personal growth over fleeting material satisfaction continuously. Invest in passions that align with long-term happiness rather than instant gratification. Mindful financial choices increase confidence, independence, and emotional well-being effortlessly. Remember, frugality is freedom dressed in intentional, empowering daily habits intentionally. Each frugal decision shapes your path toward abundance and meaningful life consistently. Live consciously, spend intentionally, and cherish the wealth of non-material joys. Recognize that freedom, creativity, and time are the truest forms of wealth. Begin today, not tomorrow, to implement the mindset and practical steps immediately. Embrace the journey fully, knowing frugality is your powerful tool for life. Your choices today create a life rich in happiness, freedom, and purpose. Celebrate the abundance already present and the opportunities you are creating constantly. Frugality allows you to live fully without guilt, stress, or unnecessary pressure. Take control, design intentionally, and let every decision reflect your values clearly. Your life can feel luxurious, joyful, and free while spending far less daily. Now go forward boldly and live frugally without ever feeling poor again.